So when I was in my 20s, I was working as a textile engineer. Every day I rode my bike from my apartment through Bahnhofstrasse to Hauptbahnhof, the main train station in Zurich. And that was the time when watches found me. Every day when I was going down the street, I would see a new watch brand, Hublot, Patek, Rolex, and I just kept getting enamored with watches. Every time I looked at one, I wanted to learn more. As time went on, my love and addiction, I would say, for watches has grown to the point where I had to get a Rolex for myself. So my first few startups, I was able to make some money to get my very first Rolex Submariner. And that day, when I put the watch on, it was nothing I have ever experienced before. I just couldn't stop staring at it. I was absolutely in love and just knew that this was a passion for me. I had my Submariner for roughly a year, and during that year, I just had that FOMO, that fear of missing out. It was that next step. It was something I needed, almost to give me a little bit more pleasure, to feel that I got to the next level, that I made that extra accomplishment. So I was going all over the internet to figure out how I could not only get a good value for my Rolex Submariner that I loved, and also to get a good price for a Rolex Daytona. And then when I made that trade, the light bulb went off and I'm like, man, I could do this for the rest of my life. And I absolutely love this. And I was happy. My wife was just like, wow, you have a new energy at home. And I see you as a completely different person. When I think about passion, or passion in general in my life, I think the first time that I felt passionate or motivated was actually when I had my first kid. I felt responsible for my daughter, to give her a good upbringing, and that kind of created some drive in my life. And then once I started selling watches and being passionate about the products themselves, from how they're made, being from an engineered background, the different materials, the different movements, I was absolutely obsessed. So the two of them, I think, really made an exponential effect and really helped G&G grow at an absolutely rapid pace. This is something that has brought me a grit that I feel like sometimes is unstoppable. At G&G, the last 5 years, we have built an international network, so we're able to source some of the rarest pieces around the world. One of our most fulfilling accomplishments is we had a really good client of ours that wanted a 5711 1A white dial with a Tiffany stamp. I have never seen that watch for sale. So during that process, I was talking to people all over the world. I was up in the middle of the night a lot of the time searching for the watch, and there was times where I had a lot of doubt. And when I finally found the watch, I was nervous, the fact that, well, this is too good to be true. Is it going to be delivered? Is it going to be an authentic product? So when the watch finally arrived, I was so happy when I first opened it, and I knew after we had checked everything that the watch was authentic, to be able to deliver this watch. And it really felt like a milestone at G&G of being able to find something so rare. If I were to look back 3 years ago on being able to find a watch that rare, I would say no way, that would be absolutely impossible. From the days living in Zurich, Switzerland, biking down the street with my Michael Kors watch, to now walking into G&G headquarters with millions of dollars of watches, it's absolutely surreal. I mean, the last 5 years, myself and the team have had our head down and we've been plugging away. And to sit back and reflect at what we've done almost brings a tear to my eye, because it's a dream come true. I don't think I would have succeeded this much if it wasn't for my drive and love in watches.